All right. My nose is always itchy. My entire face is itchy. Oh my god. This is one thing I've always wanted to fix. Like, when I tell you my family stressed me out and left me with this, mm, don't let your family stress you out. But they stressed me out to the brink of no return when it comes to this. So I'm glad it didn't get any worse, but we're okay. Um, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I just want to talk about relationships, fearful things, all this other stuff. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're just having a random chat. Join in. What are your fears in a relationship or things that you've seen that you don't want for yourself? Um, Hi, I hope you're doing well. Hi, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I guess I'm gonna just say Blaze. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I was listening to not listening, reading and talking to my friend about the Vic and Kristen thing. And basically, like, I just can't do a religious relationship. Like, I feel like religious relationships are detrimental. Like, you have to understand, two people come together and have this theory in their head. They share this bond over the unknown that they think they know. And the manipulation that happens when you're in Christian relationships, and is this Palm Sunday? Once again, I'm not trying to put down Christianity or your religion, but I was just thinking about how that man was speaking about God so much. And I don't know what the story is with Vic and Kristen, but I'm just like, okay, it's come out that they are controversial and went on Fox News. He's supposed to be a professor, I believe. He's black. He's with a white woman. And that don't even faze me. Like, I'm used to that stupid shit at this point. But it's like, what phases me is the fact that he is so religious. And when it comes to religion and that type of man, they look for obedience in every sector, in the bedroom, in the kitchen. They look for obedience in the streets, in the car. They look for submissiveness. And I feel like the woman that he's with can give her that. I don't think it's a good thing at all. Like I said, I always give the example of, if you're a woman and you don't want to have sex with a man and he's religious, he's going to blame it and say, God told us to have sex, so do what you need to do. And then you're going to be having sex because you're fearful of what God is going to do to you. And that is not okay. That is not okay. That is marital abuse 101. That is relationship abuse 101. So I just fear relationships like that. Like, when it comes to dating, I feel like definitely I don't work well with people who are very, very religious. I just don't. Like I said, if you're commenting, I said this in my video before, if you're commenting and you don't even, you're not subscribed and you're not liking the video, I'm not commenting back. I'm not, I don't have time for it. I'm not replying. But if you are subscribed and you are liking the video, you will get some interactions. If you're not, it is what it is. But anyways, like the video as you come in. We have 13 people in here. It's all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, that is like one of my biggest fears in just having a relationship. Hi, I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. I don't put anyone down for believing in God, but like, I just feel like at the end of the day, you need to assess why you believe in God. You need to take that up with yourself. Don't put it onto someone else. Like, I don't want to be with you because we share a similar religion. I don't want to be with you. Thank you so much, Lily. I don't want to be with you because we share a similar religion. I want to be with you because I want to be with you and who you are. Um, I just find it so strange that when it comes to dating today, like, that's something that we have to think about. I believe in, this is my relationship advice, and if I were to be a coach, which I feel like a coach, my biggest advice would be to date someone who is opposite you, not opposite race. That's fucking stupid. You don't have to do that. Don't push it like that. What I mean by that is date somebody who's, if you're type B, date someone who's type A. Have a balance. Have a balance. Balance each other out. I believe in balance. If you're new to my channel, just know that I'm spiritual. I don't believe in, Christianity and organized religion, but I believe in whatever I want to believe in today. I believe in what I don't want to. Tomorrow I might not believe in anything. I don't know, and I don't care. Quite frankly, I just want to live my life today because I might not be here. Well, I might not wake up tomorrow. Who knows? Like, let's not go. I will wake up tomorrow, but I'm just saying, please live your life today. Don't let some book by some white man or whatever who wrote this book tell you what to do today. Because it's the most misogynistic, patriarchal I've ever seen. The amount of children that are being R-ed and all these things and these religions, like, oh, disgusting. Sad, disgusting. Like, I'm just not with the religion. I can't. I can't. Now, would I date someone who is, Christian? I would say yeah. I would say yeah. I would date someone who's Christian. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I would date somebody who's Christian, but it has to be their faith. They can't push it on to me, and I would hope that they don't push it on to my child and let my child be free and flowing just like I am. That's what I would want. Sorry, my nose is itching. I think because it's freaking. Sorry, y'all. I think because it's like dusty in here. Okay, we're good. Like all religions, I don't know what that means. I feel like there's just a lot of problems. It's like at the end of the day, you have people who are in religions because their parents told them they should be. You have people that are in religions because they're scared of death. They don't know the unknown. We don't know the unknown. Like, it is what it is, but you're not going to tell me what to do today and right now so that I have a good time in the afterlife. Like, it's like, get it together here. But that's what makes it so hard for me to date, I feel like. Like, when I was looking at Vic, I need to stop scratching my nose. When I was looking at Vic and Christine's, little thingy or whatever, like the article, he kept talking about God this, God told me to do this interview. God, that's why I love the Drew skits. I love the Drewski skits. They're so funny. Like when he did the whole Erica Kirk thing and he was just acting like he was like, oh, I want organic. Like he was being so dramatic. He was being so like classist, elitist white woman. I loved it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was so funny. But it is people are really like this. Like they just think about God. They think about being elitist too. They think about it's just too much. You can be religious, but don't push it onto other people. That's how I feel about religion. You could be religious, just don't push it onto somebody else and don't try to manipulate them. I've seen and heard of a lot of abuse through religious manipulation. Religious manipulation. Thank you. I appreciate it. Remember to subscribe. If you are in a relationship, put it in the chat. If you're not, put it in the chat. What are you thinking about? Like, do you want to be in a relationship? Do you not want to be in your relationship anymore? Those are just some things that I think is a real question for me. Like, do I want to pursue a relationship? I'm no longer on dating apps. So it's been hard. Like, just going out on the street and meeting people. Most people are with the person they were with since like high school. They got set up at church. They got set up at work. So this is what I mean by like opposites don't get a chance to interact unless it's maybe sex work. Opposites don't get a chance to like interact. Like most people, if you're a doctor, you're dating a doctor. If you're a pilot, you're dating a pilot. If you're a math teacher, you're dating an art teacher. Like it doesn't really, there's no diversity. Like I want to be with someone who is opposite of me. When I'm talking about personality type, I feel like there's such a beautiful harmonization and balance when you are with someone who's opposite. If I'm loud, they're quiet. If I eat a lot, they eat a little. We could have similarities and differences, but I think the differences is what actually makes the relationship so beautiful. But people want to say the differences is in race, and I feel like that's not always a good case. I don't think that's always the solution. I think that anyone should be able to date who you want to date. I believe in that. I just don't fathom or favor Black men dating outside their race because they're usually very, very racist and usually very colorist, texturist, and uneducated when it comes to dating outside their race. They don't look to preserve their race. They look to erase it. A lot of Black men look to erase their own race. They don't want Blackness. They have trauma. They have hair trauma. They have love trauma. They may have sexual trauma, and they bring that to a relationship with someone who is not Black. And that's not okay. But the person who is not black feels chosen, so they just go with it. Like, you know the amount of black men that I've seen that are like seen as the nerdy black guy and they date a white person? I'm in the art realm. The art realm of Brooklyn, bro. Like, you go to Brooklyn, you will see a bunch of black men dating women that literally look like twos. One, for one, they look like a two. But then on top of that, they're always white. It's giving Park Slope. It's given Williamsburg. It's given gentrification. And it'll be like, you know, a black guy who just doesn't really care about getting his money up but taking his money from the white girl. It's so weird, and I don't think that's okay, but I know that the white girl will be okay with it because she's desperate for love. And I think that's sad. I don't think anybody should be that desperate for love to let a black man take advantage of you, but I've seen it and it does happen. Moving on from that. This is not supposed to be that about, but that is my fear. My fear is that, you know, somebody comes across me, which won't happen, but I'm just saying, like, imagine somebody comes across you and sees you as so desperate that they try to take your car, they take your money, they try to tell you that, you know, you need them. Like, I feel like when it comes to me talking to men try to do this thing where they act like they're smarter than me, and then they realize that they can't do it because I'm smarter than them, and then they just don't want to be with me because they're just like, oh shit, she's smart. Like, we ain't gonna be able to flip her. Like, no, you can't. So that sucks in dating too. Like, I legit talk to men, and I've had men that try to sway me and tell me, thank you, I'm a Sagittarius. What's your sign? But yeah, so it's like I've had men try to talk to me and tell me that, you know, they know best, they know better, they try to educate me, and then I school them or I tell them no and I put up a healthy boundary, and they get really upset with me, they get really defensive, they get really stalkerish, they get really rude. It's not right. I agree. Welcome everyone. And here's the thing, like, people say with my channel that I hate black men. I do not hate black men. It is a statistic and a fact that more than 86% of black men are with black women or a black partner. Point blank period. And they have beautiful black families and they're living their best fucking life. I don't hate black men. I talk about the black men in my community that disappoint me because I love black people. I do. I love black people. I love black men, black women. I love black everything. I love my people. And when I see what's happening to black men and the way they go about it, I get sad and I talk about it because truthfully, you know, you're looking at someone like, wow, me too, I'm a Sagittarius. Okay. You're looking at somebody who you think would have so much potential. I see potential in people. I really do. And I'm just like, wow, you fumbled and you are lost and you are angry and you are making worse decisions because of your pride. I feel like in the black community, pride, oh Lord, pride. People and they goddamn pride. They need to put that pride away and just have a second. Have a second to be real. Have a second to fail. To try again. Try something new. Try something different. Literally, I'm in a brand new apartment in New York City. I didn't think I could do it. I had to deal with so much crap from my family. I was not here online. I was crying literally. Like, I feel like that's why this is here. Because before this was like this. Now it's like this, which is frustrating me. But we're going to work on it. Sleep and water really could fix it, but it's been a little bit of one of my biggest insecurities right now because I was crying a lot. I was dealing with really, really bad family. And I was trying to date. It was just terrible. I was dealing with family harassing me. I was dealing with family, you know, trying to take my money, and it was a lot. I've been through it. So I know how to put up some healthy boundaries. I know what it's like. I didn't think I was ever going to go through that. I didn't think I had a family like that. And then, they showed me. You know, when things are going good for you, people really want to stop it. People really want to put a dent in it. And that's why I come on here on YouTube, because I want to talk to that black girl that's sitting there and is about to introduce this fucking loser to her life. I want to let you know that he's a loser. And I want to let you know that you need to protect your womb, protect your vajayjay, protect your home, protect your car, protect your card, protect your food, protect your mind, protect your hair, protect your mouth, protect your eyes, whatever you got to protect it now. And I'm the type of person where I try to think of, if I could do something differently in the past, what would it be? And who would I tell? Um, if I could do something different in my past, it would be to have stricter boundaries and to not imagine what a person could be or who they could be. I had a problem with that and still do a little bit. Like I said, I see potential in people and I start building a future in my head with them when I start dating them. And I got to work on that. I know some people, yeah, I've done it too. I got to work on that. I used to try to build a future in the head of like, oh my God, this person's doing this. We could end up being like this. We could be in this house. We could do that. Like this person's going places. And then I realized that you don't know if this person's even meant for you. And you're rooting for them, but are they rooting for you? You don't know that. You don't know if they're really rooting for you. They could just be wanting to sleep with you. They could be wanting to use you for your apartment. They could be wanting to use you for your car, your money. They could just want to sleep with you. And who's to know what someone else is going to do in the future and if they're even going to want to include you. You see so many YouTubes out here where you have women, all colors, all shades, all races of women that have been divorced, left with a kid, and they saying their story, which I love though, because they about to make some coin off of it, talking about it. But it's like they didn't see it coming. And I think that's for a lot of us. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, oh my God, you should have seen it coming. No, there's certain things, yeah, but most things, no. You never know. I didn't know my family was going to treat me so bad after I graduated college. I didn't know. I didn't know my family was going to treat me so bad just because I was like, hey, y'all should get it together. Y'all smoking, drinking. My grandma's got dementia. This one over here has this going on. And nobody has their own place. Everybody's just... It's just sad. I was like, hey, y'all, like, we need to get it together. Like, grandma's going to pass away soon. Like, we should, come fix up the house together. We should help. Ain't nobody want to help out. Nobody wanted to even help themselves. And they saw me helping myself and they wanted to destroy my life. And I had to cut my family off. I don't have a family. So that was new for me. That was a lot. That was a big decision for me. I could still have been talking to my family today just because I've wanted a family. But no, my future children won't have a grandma, grandpa, aunties. It'll just be me in the small family that I'm creating. I did want to have a child within like maybe 5 years or so. So that's like, the annoying part. I want to have a child, but I want to be financially stable. I want to be ready. And also just finding the right partner. I'm waiting for the person to find me, but because I'm not online, it feels so agonizing. Like, I'm living my life, I'm doing my thing, but then I'm like, I go out in public, and I ain't gonna lie, I see so many couples, I see so many people that look so happy, and I'm happy for them, and then I see the opposite too. I see hateful couples that don't talk, couples where one person is walking ahead, the other one is walking behind, and I'm like, dang, yikes. But, going to places alone, oh, man. I go so many places alone, and I'm just like, I just want to do, like, a couple's trip. I ain't gonna lie. I love me some good romance. I'm just like everybody else. But at the same time, if you're going to do something, just do it. I plan on going on another trip. It might be Korea, because the weather in the Pacific ain't doing what it need to do for me to get over there. But maybe I'll go to South Korea. I'll go to Seoul. I don't know. I've been reading a lot more books and being more hopeful about romance, but I feel like romance is also like dead for me because of my age. I'm 28, and I feel like dating for me now is so hard because I'm at an older age. But then I meet people and they tell me, no, you're doing great, you're single, you don't have kids, you can travel the world, you can do this. Like, they're like, no, I wish I did what you did, I wish I waited. And I'm like, I guess, but I'm lonely, I'm alone. But then I'm like, I also have this push and pull, like this fight between myself, because I'm like, girl, as much as you have those moments where you feel lonely, I don't give a damn about having somebody straddled to my arm and my wrist, okay? You're not about to tie me down. If I want to go to Korea tomorrow, I'm going without you or with you. Most likely without you, because a lot of people don't have the schedule I have. But, That's just what I'm doing. And I feel like more so the reason I really want to have a child is because I'm adopted and I look at how beautiful I am. I look at how beautiful I feel and I look at what I've been through. And I do want to put a child of myself on this earth. I want to see someone with my eyes. I want to see someone with my skin, my hair. I want to bring that to this earth. And I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm just saying I'm adopted, so I don't have any direct, you know? I just have me. And I want more people to see people like me and respect me and love me, you know? Like, I don't know. That sounds kind of corny, but I'm just saying I have a lot of love to give to a little one, and I will someday. But I don't want to do it with the wrong person. I do want a partner. However, if it doesn't happen, I'm telling you, once I push that 5 year mark, your girl's gonna do it by herself. And I don't think I should look at that as a bad thing. I'm hoping to be in a financially stable position. I'm hoping to be, a little bit more debt free because I have college debt. But even in that, I feel like sometimes I do regret going to college because of the debt. But then I'm like, I had such a good experience and I did so many things I would have never done till this day. I learned so many things. I loved so many things about myself and still love. Um, like those are just some things that I think about. Ooh, I love the wig. Is it Demilola? Demilola TV? I don't your wig is doing its thing. I like it. Um, but yeah, I feel like some days I feel like I'm not meant for a relationship because I'm not in one. But then other days I know that I'm meant for a relationship. I just want the correct person to come my way. Welcome to the channel. I love the hair. What do you talk about? I see you have TV at the end of your name. What are some things you talk about? Are you in a relationship? What's it like if you're not? Do you want to be? Also, if you're not, do you not want to be? I want to know. Like, I really want to know from some people. Sorry, y'all. My nose is so itchy. Like, my nose is just dry. I need some lotion, but it is what it is. Also, what's some TV shows that y'all watch? Anybody watch reality TV? I do. I be trying to get a reality TV gang together, but don't nobody be hearing me. I'm single and I don't even know what I want because my experience relationships is not good. Can you tell me those experiences if you don't mind and you're okay with sharing? Something that you're comfortable okay with sharing? I've had bad experiences too. I'm gonna keep up with you. Guys around your age usually won't keep up with you. What do you mean by that? I'm very curious. Um, I don't know. I feel like too, I beat myself up for my age. I'm like, when I was 21 and 20 and all that, I was literally, I mean, I had my ex who lived in Italy. I lived with him for a second. I had an amazing life, but then also he was moving too fast and had communication issues. But anyways, we will talk about that another time. Um, but wait, sorry. Guys around your age usually won't. And is it octopi? Octopio? I don't know how to say it, but lovely picture, by the way. Your intellect. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that. And I'm not even a sucker for looks. Like, if you keep yourself well kept, like, and I'm not trying to say, like, I have a certain specific type. I just love someone who's well kept and has a very beautiful personality and loves to give to people. That I love a person who loves to give and who cares about ambition more than anything. I don't like superficial people. I just don't. Um, I just love people that love to give and are selfless. I recently found out a guy I thought was different is actually a married man with 3 children. Ooh, child. He lied. He was never married, but he was a married man of 15 years. Yeah, that's so sucky because when we get on here online and we try to have conversations, a lot of people try to tell us that it's our fault. They try to tell us we should have seen it coming. No, there's no way. We are having trust. We are vulnerable. We are trying to date. Um, women are trying to date. It's a vulnerable position to open yourself up. It is. It's vulnerable and it's honorable. Because most people just stay with their childhood friend, their childhood whatever. I blame myself so hard. No, don't blame yourself at all. It is not you. First of all, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Secondly, don't hate the game. Ew, he's ugly. Sorry. We had to get him out. He was not gonna talk to my beautiful girlies. Don't blame yourself. You are very gorgeous, and at the end of the day, those people always will get their karma. And for me, I've been telling women to protect your womb, protect your kingdom. I'm celibate. I'm not playing games. The next time that I do have sex with a man, it is going to be my husband in pregnancy, and that's it. It's not. Oh, okay. I get that though. I understand that. I don't believe in God like that, but you do, and that is okay. And I think that is a good way to move. I've been celibate for years, and it's a shield for me. Yes, it is. It's great. Celibacy is great. I'm not telling people they should be a virgin. I'm not telling you not to be a virgin. I'm not. Do what you want to do, but I feel like when you want to have children and you want to have a serious relationship, celibacy is the way to go, because it hurts a lot. And it's happened to me. It hurts a lot when a man has sex with you and then ghosts you, has sex with you, and it doesn't take accountability for something, whatever, wants to end it, make things up. Like, it's just too much. And I know how that feels for women, and I don't want that for women. So I feel like if that is something that you're okay with, like you're okay with just getting it on and then just dipping, fine. But there's still, it's risky. It's still risky. You're, especially at our age, like, no, like a disease will take us out. A disease will wipe us clean of the earth and wipe our ovaries out. Okay? It's risky. It's risky. That's why I made that spring break video, because there's a lot of STDs and HIV and child. People, this generation and the younger generation aren't doing what they need to do and going to the doctors. And there's also, men are carriers of many diseases. This is science, and they may not know. And there's also some tests that are not for men. HPV, the biggest one. They accuse Cardi B of having it. Allegedly, she doesn't. Whatever. That is a really detrimental virus for a woman. It can cause cancer, cervical cancer for women. And men carry it, but there's no test for men to know that they have it. So they can pass it on to you as a woman, and then you now have cancer. And they don't talk about these things. They talk about gonorrhea, chlamydia, all these. They don't talk about the real things that affect women, especially at an older age. So in my opinion, after doing research and reading, I was like, you know what? I've been doing my research. I've been getting my checkups. I think staying celibate is the best way to go, because not a lot of people are getting tested. And as comfortable as uncomfortable as the conversation is, I do not want women being wiped away because men don't want to get tested. And there's also tests not even created for men to take that I wish existed. There's so many kinds of, specifically HPV. There's like I would say like hundreds of strands of that virus, and it could take a woman out. So I think about things like that and stories I've heard, and I was like, yeah, girl, go celibate. So what I meant by that is I saw in the comments, I'm gonna read the comments in a second. I saw in the comments how you talked about it's a shield. I agree with that. Celibacy is a shield. It is a strong one. Please keep it. I'm keeping mine. Also, the fact that you mentioned he was, married or whatever, if he's having sex with his wife or his ex or whoever, and then having sex with you, that man does not care about your life. That man does not care about your life. You hear me? He does not care about your life. And I'm not saying y'all did have sex. I'm just saying, think about the mental of that type of man. Not one to be around. And I'm glad that you caught it. And I'm glad that you're like you caught that he was not giving what he was supposed to be giving and saying. I just feel like the way that men move today, especially in the Black community, is really disgraceful and disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, dating apps are like, I told y'all how literally months ago I was like, I find myself arguing and arguing and arguing and arguing and arguing. I was like, I can't argue with men anymore. And it was about common fucking sense. I argued with a man about saying, hell no, you can't come over my house, nigga. Like, are you crazy? Like, no. I gave him the rundown saying, hey, bro, next time don't ask a shorty that. Even if you in a pickle, don't ever ask a shorty that. And he was like, oh, you must have your guard up. You must have your guard up. You must have had a bad situation. Doesn't matter if I did or did not. He was being defensive. And on top of that, if a woman said no and you couldn't accept that for this, if I let that man in my house and I said no, I don't want to have sex with you, what do you think he would have did if he couldn't accept no to come into my house? I was like, wrap it up. I'm done with dating apps. I'm done with these niggas. Like, I was like, I know I didn't just argue with a nigga about not coming to my house. I had to really check, but let me read. I'm starting the same path towards celibacy and just abstaining because, again, a lot of the times when you meet someone, it's based off sex. It's not going anywhere. That is true. However, you will have people that want to act like it's not going to be sex, and then they use someone for sex and they take advantage of that. Has happened to so many women, and it's not okay. I'm celibate too these days. Good. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? No sex. It was just long distance, and it took all my time and attention. Oh, yes, girl. That be pissing me off. That be pissing me off. People like that piss me off. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I don't like that for anyone. I was in Nigeria, and he was in the U.S. When I moved to the U.S., he would always give an excuse for not visiting. I'm glad his wife found out and called me. You did dodge a bullet. Good for you. Good for you. For real. Like, I'm glad you came to my channel. Like, this story is really good to hear that you had a chance to make the right decision and you did. You weren't desperate. You didn't just ignore it. You didn't keep going with it. You didn't, I hope you didn't argue with this man. But then you do have feelings that maybe were involved. I wonder if you did have a conversation. I wonder if he did tell the truth. I wonder, like, did he tell the truth about it? Did he just lie? I don't know why people, I think you meant hate celibacy. They hate celibacy because they can't take advantage of you. They can't take advantage of you. For me right now in my life, I want to have a baby. So if I'm out here having sex with whoever, that defeats the purpose of me wanting to have a baby, and a healthy one, and having a healthy body to prepare myself for a baby. So yeah, no, I want to have a baby, so I'm not having sex anymore. Also, I've had my days. I've done things. I know what I like. I'm good. I don't need no experimentation. And I'm not saying I'm going to wait till marriage. I'm just saying I'm not having sex with anyone that is wasting my time. I'm not doing that. And if a man can't wait to have sex within a month, 2, 3 months, 5 months, then he's not meant for me, because then he doesn't see me as worth it of a wait. So, he blocked me, and I'm glad he did, because by the time he wanted to return, I was over him. You did dodge a bullet. I am happy that you're not with that person. People suck. Like, dating is, I was not even gonna make dating content anymore, and then I was like, hey, after that one man got the nerve, I thought he was a normal guy. I met him in a public space. It was good. He had stuff going for him. I was like, okay, it seems like you're trying to do really good things in life. And then he said to me, okay, after the date, can I just crash at your place? I said, what? I thought he was joking. I literally thought he was joking. I was like, stay at my house? Oh, you're just joking. All right. No, he was dead serious. And I was like, as a friend to friend, let me just tell you, don't ever say that to a woman. You should have your shit in order. Okay? If you need somewhere to stay, you should figure it out. I didn't like that, and then that man got so defensive. It ignited me to say, hold up, you need to get back into making dating content, because these niggas are doing some crazy shit, and women have to deal with this. Get back into it. Who cares if you're not dating right now, you're not on apps, and you're not looking? Things are still coming your way, and you still got shit to say. So hey, make that content. Definitely have to be worth the wait, and who respects celibacy. It's always good to find someone who respects celibacy. Yes. Sorry. Be worth the wait, and we know if you are as a man, especially if you just met. My unfiltered hello. Hey, but yeah, I feel like having sex with a man on the first date doesn't always signify that you aren't worth it. It doesn't always signify that they don't see you as worth it. I've had friends that have sex on the first date and they literally are married. So I'm like, girls, it needs to be a decision for you. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that people place value. A lot of people try to trick people and love bomb, and it's pretty nasty what people do. The love bombing is pretty bad. Like, you'll have like chronic texters, you'll have people who stalk. Like, no, I'm not talking about staying at your home if y'all just met. Yeah, no. I was like, And hi, Big Papa, nice picture. Do any of y'all watch Married to Medicine? I want to know because I've been making Married to Medicine content and I love Toya. And that's who I am. I'm Toya. Like, I'm the type of girl where I run the show, I spend the money, but you're going to like what I get. Like, I'm such a Toya girly. Like, nobody really likes her because they think she's so mean and bossy. I'm bossy. I'm demanding. I'm sexy. We have a good time. But I love that about myself and I won't change. The one guy that I've dated, um, and one thing that I liked about him because I date men with high incomes because of how I am. As y'all can see, I got more stuff coming. I'm Nia. I like to shop, eat. I love spas. I love vacations. I could do it for myself. You should be able to do it for yourself and me if you're gonna hang out with me. That's just me. It is what it is. And one guy that I was dating, he was really sweet. I think in a while he was like the longest I've dated like one person for a minute. It was over the summer. And he was very financially stable, but he had mental issues. And he didn't want to seek therapy. He had a therapist. So I was like, you need to go back to therapy. It's not gonna work out. Let's be friends. But one thing that he said to me was that he loved how, because I was like, what do you like about me? I couldn't figure it out. Like, a man shouldn't have to say it, but like, he just was always wanting to be around me. And I'm like, why? And he said that he loved that I was ambitious and that I speak up and that he can't walk all over me. And that was beautiful. Like, it's so hard to meet a man that loves that they cannot walk all over you. Like, it's so fucking beautiful. Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, a man that's why I love Toya and Eugene's relationship. Like in the chat, if you watch Married to Medicine, I love Married to Medicine. Their relationship is so like, I'm okay with it. Most people don't like it because he's a man and he's supposed to be masculine. And no, he knows who he is. Like, he don't need to prove nothing. I love Eugene. He sees the ambition that Toya has and finds it very beautiful. He sees her creativity. He sees her drive. I love that type of stuff. I love when someone sees your ambition, sees your drive, wants to make your dreams come true. I absolutely love that. They want to see you flourish. I love a man who is not jealous. Usually when a man, for me, usually watch Married to Medicine is real good. Watch it from the beginning though. Well, you could watch the last 3 seasons and then go back, but watch it from the beginning is the best way. I've had vacation time right now, so I've just been binging it. And you hit it on the nail. Please date within your income bracket because people who make less than you and also are essentially using you as a bank isn't it. I don't recommend it. See, for me, when it comes to men, I've dated men who have like 3 times my income. So that's why I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that. For me, I don't believe that a woman should date like if let's just say that this is a low ball, but let's say somebody makes 20K a year. Low ball, definitely not. You can't live off of that. But let's say someone makes 20K a year. I don't advise a girly to date a man who makes 20K a year. No, girly. We're going up. We're going up. We're going up. When I was in college and I wasn't even making nothing, I was always up. Up. No. No, the Toya didn't get where she at by dating equal. So I kind of disagree with that. I feel like for men and women, especially when there is an income imbalance within the socioeconomic ladder, men making more, which is unfortunate, but in many places they do, even if it's cents, um, which is so unfair, but it is a thing. You know, it's like something you really got to think about as a woman. I'm talking about for women. It looks like you're a man, so can't really say the same for you. Again, and not a woman. I'm talking about in general. As a man who also dates men, I don't recommend. Okay, that's a good point. You do have a good point. My unfiltered truth. You do have a good point. I appreciate that. Again, I'm not a woman. I'm talking about in general as a man who also dates men and don't I don't recommend dating people who are not at least earning what you're earning. It creates an imbalance. I feel like for men, yes. I feel like for men, yes. I feel like my experience with dating men that make more than me has been what I just said. You know what I said. Like they look at me like you have so much ambition. You're so different. You're different than a woman that makes as much money as me. You're different than a woman that, you know, has money from her father, whatever. I feel like I don't want women to think about, all right, you in the projects, you in the ghetto, you can't date the man that's sitting up in a mansion in Great Neck, New York. No, girl, go get that man from Great Neck, New York. Go get that man from the Hamptons. Go get that man from Sag Harbor. Go get that man from Montauk. Like, go, go, go ahead. Date who you look like. That's how I feel. If you're feeling, and I'm not saying you gotta drive luxury cars, no nothing. If you know how to have a good luxurious time, go ahead and do that. Go be with them. Go be with the person that sees how ambitious you are. I feel like I've always had a good connection with men that don't have a problem with money. Like they see money as chump change. Like, okay, whatever. You want to buy something? All right, go ahead. You want to eat here? Go ahead. You want to do this? Go ahead. Go ahead. I've always had an issue with black men that have money issues. And what I mean by money issues is they buy the wrong things. They got kids. They got stupid bills. Like they keep crashing their car. They got bills that, if you know, New York City black men stay crashing their car. New Jersey black men stay crashing their car, driving reckless. Like I don't do well with those type of men. I don't. I do well with a man that is frugal but rich. You know what I'm saying? Frugal but rich. Like, you know, you're not gonna spend your money in a dumb way, but you're gonna invest in what you think needs investing, which is me. You see my fine ass, you gonna put some dollars down. I've always had a good time with men like that, and they've always had a good time with me. Um, because the thing is, I'm not asking to buy a Prada bag. I'm like, let's go out to eat. We're gonna go here. It's a little expensive, but you down? Okay, I am down. That was a good experience. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like we have a good time. Like your money is not gonna be wasted with me. But you have some people who just want to use a man's money to just go shopping and spend this and spend that, but don't really take that man into consideration of how he feels and what he wants to do. I've done that. I've done that. You want to walk in the park? We walk in the park, but we're gonna go eat some steak and lobster first. And people like if you're into that about me, you're into it. If you're not, you're not, and that's okay. But don't force it. Like I like what you said in that comment because when people force it, it's not great. Like you're not gonna have fun with that person. If you know Nia, okay, she loves to go fine dining. I don't got fine dining money in my pockets. Don't take me out. Don't try it. You're going to get upset. You're going to get angry. And then you're going to make me feel like I should lower my standards for you. No, I shouldn't. No. I've dated men who have literally like 3-4 times the income that I have, and they don't have a car. And not in a bad way, but remember what I said to frugal, being smart. Even YouTubers on here that live in cities like LA or New York City, like where I'm at, they don't have a car. Because why would you? I am fortunate that I'm from Long Island, so I've had a car, and I still have it. I've had a couple cars. This is my like third car. I've had it for a long time since college. It's got me through college. I've been paying for repairs. I've been busting out. I busted out $2K last week for my car. Like I've been paying for repairs. I've been walking. I've been taking a bus. Like I've been, you know, saving on my mileage. Frugal, frugal, but not like in a point where I'm not having a good life or having fun, but pretty frugal. I am. Like, I love to have fun, but I'll carpool, keep my mileage low. Gotta keep that mileage where it's at. But I still go out and have a good time. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you have men who make like maybe like, I don't know, it could be 60 to 100K, and they don't have a car because they live in New York City. New York City, you don't need a car. You don't. Why would you get that? Not all of New York City. You know what I mean? Like, the part that I'm in, you can still have a car, but other parts, it's Brooklyn. Get rid of your shit. Unless you got a parking garage, get rid of your shit. Get rid of your shit. But yeah, I love that you said agreed. And I wonder what that's like. Like, if you want to explain it, my unfiltered truth, your experience. Have you dated a man who did not have the income you've had? Or have you dated a man who doesn't have something that you have that you feel is very important? I have a car. However, like, I'll give an example. I have a car, and however, in New York City, I give you credit if you have a license. I see you. If you have a license, we're good. You have responsibility. But if you don't have a car, I'm not mad at you. If you're working towards getting a car, I love you. But I'm not mad at you because I understand that. I give empathy and grace there. But if you live in Long Island, you better have a car. And if you don't have a car, we're not talking. So yeah, let me know your experience, my unfiltered truth. Yes, my last situation, they were not making the type of money that I make. And mind you, oh, I love the way you speak. Not the mind you, I don't make a lot of money. I'm at 50K mark. That's a lot of money. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's a lot of money. There are people literally out here that are making about 16K working for Macy's. Don't say that. You making a lot of money. Give yourself some props. You making some money. And granted, I live in the Midwest, so so you have a little more. Yeah. Flexibility with how your money can go, as the cost of living is not nearly as expensive as it is on the East Coast or the West Coast. It still is going to be an issue when you have to pay for everything. Yes, when you have to pay for that's one thing I was going to talk about too. I've been feeling annoyed. I agree with you. Well, let's talk on your topic first. I understand how that can be frustrating when it comes to dealing with dating a partner who makes less than you when you already pay for your own. But ethos, I don't know what that means. But let me finish my point. I agree with you on that, and I understand that, and I do think that, considering that you live in the Midwest, I don't think not anyone. I think it's going to be hard to find somebody that is making more money than you unless you maybe go outside your circle, which is okay to do. Let me know if you're using dating apps. Anybody in the chat, if you're using dating apps, and how's it going? Because shoot, it wasn't going good for me. I stopped that shit. I was like, oh hell no. Now I don't really have nobody to talk to. Nobody's texting me. Nobody's blowing up my phone. I'm like, lonely, but it is the better option. It is the better option. But I do understand your point. My unfiltered truth. I do definitely understand your point. I stopped using dating apps. I met this past person on Grindr, and I'm here to say never again for my personality. Grindr is bad. Grindr is just for sex. That's what I heard. I heard the gays use Grindr for sex. In New York, this is out from New York. In New York, Grindr is specifically for sex. And that is so frustrating because these people are making so much money. Like, when it comes to doing PORN, porn, it's crazy because those people get tested on site. They get tested on site. But when it comes to this OF, this Grindr, this Tinder stuff, somebody could give you a disease for the rest of your life. And they won't even say Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas to you, or Happy motherfucking birthday. Like, that's why I decided to be celibate. I was like, yo, just think about how much money these dating app people are making. And these are the outcomes that could happen from it. Like, I sat there and I was like, Nia, outweigh the good and bad outcomes. Level it up. And I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, you want to have a baby? You want to live a good life? You're going to have to get off the apps. Sorry. You're going to have to get off the apps because that's not going to work out for me. It's not. But one thing I will say when it comes to dating, I'm hoping to meet people while I travel. I've opened up my dating sphere to other races. I've always have, but now I'm doing more so than ever. Like I'm saying, even including black. Like go like I'm not saying going to Nigeria, but if a Nigerian man, Cameroonian, Zimbabwe, like like that too, a Fijian, like it can be an Afrocentric culture that is not American. If you got the right cheddar and you not looking for a green card, cool. But that's something too. Like you have people that get married for a green card, and that's something that we have to be careful of too, as men and women from the U.S. Like I don't know why you want to live here because it's going to shit. Has anybody been traveling? Did anybody take flights? I want to know. I really want to know. Like, what's it been like? Because I work in aviation. I've been off because it's where I made my schedule. Thank goodness. Love you. Love the company. But do you see what's going on with TSA? Like, y'all really trying to. Like, I'm literally hoping that it starts to die down a little bit because I want to go somewhere in Asia again, but the fuel prices are rising. Oh my gosh. I wonder what it's like even in the Midwest. My unfiltered truth. I wonder what it's like. I do because hi, I hope you're doing well. I love your channel and seeing you travel. I love your channel. Love the hair, rigid vibration. But I love seeing you travel. Are you from is it Grenada or St. Lucia? Because I was watching your channel and I was trying to understand how did you get there? Are you from those places? But you said it says dual citizenship. I'm gonna let you speak because I'm very interested in hearing that. We gotta do a live together. I love traveling. I do. I really do. But I haven't been to a solely black nation yet, and I want to go. I was trying to go to Fiji, but if you know what's going on in the Pacific right now, it's getting knocked around left and right with tornadoes. So definitely wasn't going over there. But when it comes to the Caribbean, I haven't traveled down there because I don't want to go alone. I don't feel safe as a black single woman going to the Caribbean alone. And I don't feel safe going to Africa alone. I don't feel safe going to parts of Asia alone. So this isn't even just race related, but this is more about the country status. And literally, Dulles. Not just saying that was in 21 in prison. Well, you got some nice prison here. But what you call it, Dulles, Washington D.C. Dulles, I think so, or Maryland Dulles, not sure. They have flights on United going straight to Ethiopia, the capital. And I was thinking of going, and I said, "How's the crime in Ethiopia?" They said, "Child, don't fucking go." And I was like, "God dang it!" It's like I wanted to go. Like there's places I want to go, but I wish I just had a man to go with. Not saying that I want to be with a man right now. I'm just saying I need some protection. Okay? I need some protection, a travel group. I would love to put a travel group together because I'm not going by myself. I'm not going by myself. So I really wonder what it's like, but I love dual citizenship. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you've been traveling or where are you from, where have you been? Not American Garden. Born and raised in Wilmington, Delaware. What? Just lived in Grenada the last 10 years. Just moved to St. Lucia 2 months ago now. I wanted to go to St. Lucia. I had a study abroad program in St. Lucia. I wanted to go because I wanted to be with black people. I was 19 years old at the time. Or 18, not sure, but I was very, very young. And I wanted to go, and then there was a hurricane that happened. I don't know if you remember it. This was like about 10 years ago. There was a hurricane that happened, destroyed the island. I couldn't go, and they sent my ass to Spain. They sent your girl to Spain. I lived in Spain for like a summer. I always tell people Spain is super racist. Many places are racist, but Spain is one type of racism I never want to experience again. However, I would love to see Barcelona. The sad part with Barcelona is that they just hate tourists in general. So going there as a tourist is not going to be too great. And the way that they treated Spanish-speaking people, my friends, was very nasty because of the racism that is there. It's not just even black people. It's not just Americans. It's everybody. They see themselves as number one when their economy ain't number one. They need our dollars. Spaniards need our motherfucking dollars. We need to eat their tapas. We need to throw our napkins on the floor, and we need to say, "Ole." They need our dollars, bro. They need that, and it's sad that that's the way their economy is. So therefore, they are upset at people who come there and have money. You show that U.S. passport, you say you're a U.S. citizen, or you show that you're a flight crew, or you show that you're military. Oh, their attitudes, they straighten their back up. Yes, sir. They straighten their back up. All right. Which is just unfortunate for them, but still it's sad. Like, it's weird there. So I don't really tell people they're racist or classist. I would say racist and classist. My friends were from El Salvador. My friend Calixo, my friend Christina, she was from Peru. She spoke Spanish. She was asking people for directions, and she said one word that sounded off to them. And when I tell you, I didn't know what was happening because she got so tight. She was ready to pop the dude. I was like, yo, what's happening? You good? She was just like, he was helping us, and then he heard my accent and basically didn't want to help us no more. And she was tight because, we as black people experience racism in America. She experienced racism in Spain. So she wasn't used to it. And I was like, oh, dang. Go where you are welcome, Empress. It makes living better. I do want to go there. I don't want to go there alone. I want to go. I want to go to St. Lucia. I want to go to, where is it? It's called Grenada. I want to go there. There's flights from Toronto to Grenada. I'm in aviation, so getting there ain't the problem. It's more about I need to go with somebody. Also, I don't have a vehicle. Also, these islands are so expensive. And I can't live out with the country people as much as I love them because I don't know what they're going to do to me. So I'm not trying to sound rude. I'm just sounding real. You just heard how that flight attendant is allegedly his body has been found. His body has been found in Colombia, in Medellin. Now, I ain't trying to go to Colombia. A lot of black men go to Colombia just so they can have sex with the sex workers because they have these huge BBLs and they're super cheap. I'm not going to Colombia. I'm not trying to catch nothing. I ain't trying to bring nothing back. All right? I know that there's deep black history in Colombia. The black ladies with the cigars and the head, everything, and the religion. I love it. I love it for them. But, the candomblé, all that, I love it. But, nah, dude went missing. I'm good. Good on Colombia. But if you're rich, will they humble their racism? Humble as in non-existent? I will say yes. I will say yes, they will humble it, but to a certain extent. I will say that when it comes to restaurant culture, no. Spaniards are serious about their food, and they rather go broke being racist than make some money. In Italy, where I lived too, I lived in Italy as well. I was like 20 living in Italy. That's when I lived with my ex. He was in the military. I was doing my thing, but I was also going to school. And basically, in Italy, they like, come on in. We may not like your skin, but we like your money. And I'm not saying all. I would say that in Milan is the most racist part of Europe. Well, not Europe, most racist part of Italy. I feel like places where racism feels non-existent are Bologna, Sicily. That's where I lived with my ex, which is like a military compound. But it's like a civilian village of Italians and Americans. Sicily would be Venice, kind of. And where else was not racist? Monterosso, which if you watch the film Luca, which is on Disney, they have the movie taking place in Porto Rosso, which is supposed to be Monterosso El Mar. It's the 5 cities, so Cinque Terre. I love it. Racism is like so non-existent there that the white people like fucking loved me. Like, it was a lot. I loved Monterosso. Like, everyone's so fucking happy and living on the coast, eating sardines, having their pizza, like not giving a fuck. Like, literally, I walked around like topless in Monterosso. A lot of the beaches are topless beaches. Everyone's chill, cool. I was seen as like a rarity there because they didn't see too many black girls like me. So you have to start in Rome. You go from Rome to I think it's like Livero or something, which is a coastal city, and then so you take the train there, and then which is Pisa, and then you go from there to I think that's when you get to Livero. So it's Pisa, Rome, Pisa, Livero, and then Livero goes to the five cities, and you buy like a city ticket. Um, the racism in Italy is more so on the trains. On the trains, because the trains are the way of the life there, and everybody uses the trains, and they know that tourists always get things wrong, and they want to find the black person. They want to try to, like, scam you out and this. So I might make a video on how to get through the train system. However, when I was in Japan, I didn't experience racism. Maybe somebody could have been racist and I didn't know, but they were really sweet to me. But I think they were sweet to me because that's their culture. Like, and I say that in a way of like, they could be racist, but in Japanese culture, you have to serve. You have to serve and serve well and serve with excellence. You cannot serve and be sloppy. You can't be racist. Oh, sorry. Let me see. Grenada and St. Lucia are both beautiful. Grenada is no dating culture zone. 80% of the men, no driver's license, but a beautiful country. Yeah, see? Exactly. Exactly. So girl, I want to see the black men, and I would literally, people think I'm Caribbean all the time. I would love to date a Caribbean man, but then it comes with like, this Caribbean man could be crazy. This Caribbean man could have all these families. But then it also comes with that. You know what I've kind of been interested in? Like, not gonna lie, because I work in aviation. Caribbean pilots, like, they kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie. The United pilots in Chicago. Oh, oh, I'll never forget. I was walking through KCM one day, which is, I'm doing my job, and there was a United pilot behind me. And I didn't know that the TSA door, sometimes it swings like, how does it swing? It swings back like one of those doors in, how do I say this? When they come out of the kitchen and there's those swinging doors, like that. So it was just a little gate thing. And he's walking behind me, hurrying, hurrying. He fine. He got a black man with a mustache, got the blue coat on. He looking good. And literally, I didn't really know he was behind me until I turned around, because I went through. They said next. So I go through, and I go through the flap like this. And then the flap goes, all I hear is a pat. And I turn around. I see this fine gentleman looking at me, just piercing. And in a good way. Like, he's just like, what's next? And I was like, oh. I was like, I wanted to do it again. I'm like, let me do it again. Let me hit him again. Let me just whack him again. He looked good. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But the Caribbean pilots, they got my heart. They got my heart. Like, just seeing a Caribbean man go from, like, they be going through the gutter, and then all of a sudden you became a pilot. Hey, 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 how you doing? Okay, fix your dress a little bit, fix your heel, show a little cleave. Let me stop. No, but what I'm trying to say is that Caribbean pilots, for some reason, I don't know why, but they're always so tall and gorgeous. Like, not trying to lie. Like, I'm not lying to you. Look at a Caribbean pilot. I've always made eye contact. I've always made eye contact with Caribbean male pilots in like the most weirdest way. Not a bad way, but a like, girl, I want to eat you up. And I'm like, boy, I want to eat you up too. What we going to do? But then I keep it professional. Keep it professional. And I'm like, you know what? But half them be married anyways. I get so tight. They be married. I'm like, come on. Like, why are you married for? Why are you married? That's right. Child, when I tell you I saw that Caribbean fine man, they be having the mustache, hair look good, everything good. When I tell you I look back to see what I just smacked, and it was a fine, handsome black man, I said, oh, I want to do that again. Like, in my head, I was, I said sorry, and he was like, no problem, it's okay. And he just waited till I was done, and I was like, oh my God, I should have made a conversation. But then I listened to the Brooke Ashley, and she be saying, don't shoot your shot first. And I shot my shot first one time with someone, and they ended up being a fucking weirdo later on. And I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to shoot my shot ever again with a man first. Never again. But then it's like if you don't try to, you could also shoot your shot without shooting your shot. Like when it comes to dating, like just have a conversation. I ask mad questions. I'm like 21 questions. Like I ask mad questions, even if I'm not even interested in you, but I just love to hear people talk. If I could talk like this, when I tell you, like at my career in aviation, I just be listening to people talk. I let them talk all day to me. Sorry, it's getting hot, y'all. Hold on, let me turn off my heater. It's getting mad hot. Oh, child. But y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm such a bubbly, warm person. And I be like waiting. But then I'm like, should I have said something that day to that man? Like, should I have not? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should have said something. Sorry, y'all. I'm just getting a little drinky drink for me. Because your girl has been doing her thing. Why would a pilot shoot his shot or risk his job? That's not risking his job. You know how many pilots are married to flight attendants? Too many. Too many. But I will say that a lot of pilots are. I've literally gotten picked up and driven around by pilots because pilots can get like a rental car. I've gotten picked up and driven around by so many pilots. I'm sure that I shouldn't have done that. I ain't gonna lie. But I was hungry. I was on my layover. I was hungry, okay? Um, you know, what I don't like is that a lot of pilots are married. They're married and they take their ring off. That's one thing I will say. A lot of pilots take their ring off, which is not good. That's not good at all. You shouldn't be taking off your ring. Sorry, I'm looking for a cup, y'all. You shouldn't be taking off your ring, you know? That's not good. I've seen a lot of pilots take their ring off and they always flirting and they flirt with me and I'm like, But teach your own. But no, you don't lose your job just because you are talking with a coworker or flirting. A lot of coworkers date each other, child. Hey, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little thing of chips and I'm gonna go back to my room. But no, y'all, when I tell you, if you take a United flight, shout out to United. When I tell you United has the finest black brother pilots, first of all, I give any black man their dues when they've decided to become a pilot because the majority of pilots are white men. And it's due to many socioeconomic factors. So I give them their credit where it's due and I give them respect as long as they're nice to me. But it is pretty impressive to see a black man, you know, doing their thing. Like, they could be out here pushing carts and, you know, like, just settling for the bare minimum and they decide not to. And I absolutely love that. I'm opening my chips, y'all. Don't get mad at me. Alright. Let's get back into action. Alright, y'all. But yeah. Whew. United pilots, they fine as hell. Fine as hell, okay? Anybody else have dating stories? What are some good stories? Like, anybody got good dating stories, or are they all just traumatic? Like mine? Well, no, I've had good ones. I feel like my best dates were of the spa. I love going to the spa. I just love being treated, you know? Like, life is so stressful. Literally, we're trying to get this back here, okay? You don't think about your dates? I do. I think about my good dates because I'm grateful that it taught me something about myself or it taught me something about people. You know? Not me munching. Your girl just having a little snack. This is a honey barbecue. Not that's right. I love dual citizenship abroad. The food is probably so good in Grenada. Mm-mm. Let me see how much a flight to Grenada is. The food looks like it's probably good. Let's get on my computer real quick. Let's see. I was watching the Brooke Ashley earlier. Grenada. Let's see. The flight is like $300 from New York. But I would have to be on a resort because I don't know nobody. Even if I knew you, like, well, she said she's in St. Lucia now. Even if I knew you, I don't trust nobody. I need to be in a resort. I need to be in a resort. I don't trust nobody. Nobody at all. Capital is St. George. Ooh, Grenada underwater? What? I can't believe she lived there for like 10 years. Wow. The resort prices are probably crazy. This is why I go back to what Unfiltered said. Like, somebody else should be paying this for me. Like, I pay for everything on my own. Somebody help me out. I pay for everything on my own. Like, this ain't fair. I deserve a treat, you know? Let's see how much the resorts are. Let's go on Expedia. $300 a night. $300. Where's my pilot? Where my black man at? $300 a night. Look, the FIFA World Cup is coming. You need a place to stay. Let me stop. These resorts look beautiful, but like, I just feel like this should be for a couple. Like, these trips are so couple trips. Like, I'm not in a relationship. It just sucks. I want to go to these islands. I would look so cute in a bikini. You know I'd be wearing bikini thongs. Like, I would look so cute on these vacations. When I was in Aruba, I met a man and he got my number, and then come to find out he was actually in a relationship with a woman. I think it was a white woman too. I was very shook. I was like, oh, never mind. Yeah, never leave the resort is what I heard. I wonder what kind of food they got. Grenada looks beautiful. Y'all, take me to Grenada. Take me to Grenada. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of this. It seems like everyone has clocked out. I'm going to go get ready, freshen up for the night to get in my bed. But I want to say thank you, everyone. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And hopefully we do daily talks like this more often. Bye, y'all.